Okay. Recently, I got into a couple of topics, past couple of months. And doesn't matter what the topic is, but follow some podcasts where they discuss certain topics. And then they'll interview someone. Then you go follow that guy's podcast. And sometimes it might even put you on a different topic or whatever. Real interesting stuff. But sometimes you get people that are just, spinning a yarn or whatever. So what I do, if I find someone has a compelling story, an interesting take on something. Oh, I gotta feed these guys. An interesting take or whatever. And they'll say, okay, where else can people find you? The interviewer will ask them. Say, oh, I'm on X or Gab or whatever. What I'll do is I'll go over there and I'll subscribe to their feed or whatever. Hang on. My wife. Hungry bulls. Oh. Come on. Okay, anyhow. I'll go subscribe to wherever. If it's Twitter, X, that's pretty good because people tend to put something up every day. So I'm trying to figure out if these people are legit or if there's some issue where I got to be careful listening to them. Maybe they're full of crap. The more you allow someone to talk, the more they reveal about themselves. That's the great thing about a podcast. You got guys talking for an hour or two. That's why politicians rarely go over 30 minutes because they're full of crap. They don't want to, that's a different video. But after a while, you can hear someone tell their whole story and all that. And that's helpful because it gives me whether they're authentic or not. Another thing you'll do is like on Twitter, if they're taking criticisms, how they handle the criticism. Do they fight back? Do they come back with information? Whatever, how they handle it. It also exposes, someone doesn't handle their criticism well, that exposes a lot of, what would you call, insecurities. And sometimes when someone's insecure about themselves or a topic, and they can't defend it, they'll start lying or making personal attacks or whatever. So, you got to be careful who we listen to on the interwebs. There's a lot of compelling stories out of there, testimonies, talks about the government and what's coming and all this kind of stuff. But a lot of times guys get their egos involved and maybe their story doesn't hold up and you start seeing that maybe this person's not real legit. But anyway, that's what I do. If I find a topic or find someone who talks about a certain topic I'm compelled or interested in, I'll follow them. I'll follow them on other, I mentioned that book I was reading, Genesis 6 Conspiracy, with, I forget his name. Mark Wayne. Last name's Wayne. And one thing I liked about the guy is he's so consistent. He's so consistent. I think the guy has like zero ego. So it really puts faith in, I have faith in him that he's legit. Could be wrong, and he'll admit to that, but it makes it so much easier to listen to someone that you kind of, you can respect that they're not pulling your chain. So anyhow, I follow these people, and I want to hear as much as, if someone I'm really interested in, I want to hear everything they're saying on a daily basis, like on Twitter and that sort of thing, how they handle themselves. And I might figure that, this guy's not doing, this guy's, I don't know if I can trust this guy. Push comes to shove, this guy might be he's going to say anything. And I found this to be very useful. And especially when you hear people will flat out contradict themselves. So anyway, try it. Don't believe everything you hear, and give them enough time to explain themselves. Listen to them, and your instincts will tell you. Anyhow, love you. God bless.